Good girl. Oh, we're snagged. We're snagged again. Charlie, over the bridge, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boys. Good girls. Will we jump up here? Come on in, this way. Go on. Go on, Chip. Up. Good boy. Good little man. Oh, Ruby, we're snagged again. Again. There we go. Just about tried to jump and fell. Look at this. Look at the weather. Hello, gang. Hello. Whew. Otis, we'll go up this way with Stanley. Good boys. Hello, buddies. Hello. Right, we'll do a quick intro here. We've been up for a little bit. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome along to Crighton Pet Services Virtual Dog Walk. I'm Stephen Crighton. You join us from the heart of Edinburgh in Scotland, where the temperature is a soaring 17 degrees, and I am broken. Feels like I am in some kind of desert or jungle situation where it's like hot and air's a problem, but in reality we're just at the hillside of where we normally walk the pups. And if I spin the camera around, we've got really hot weather, really nice conditions for people, a nice hot 17 degrees with no wind. But my goodness, it is hot. We've just been down at the river. We've had a little paddle, had a bit of fun. There's a lot of people down by the river, an awful lot. So we had as much time as we needed and then decided it's time to go. And now we've climbed up this hill, of which I'll show you in a second when I pan around. This way. Stanley, Chip. Oh, excuse you, Charlie. And here's our view from where we are right now. Whew. It's hot work. Good morning, Frank. How are we? Welcome along. Different kind of day today. Different day for us. My goodness. So the conditions are very hot for the dog, so a couple of things we're watching out for is exhaustion and signs of overheating. But because literally just 3 or 4 minutes ago we were in the river, we can kind of start again from fresh from now. Barney's one of the ones we need to watch out for. We will go at his pace. And I'm just walking through this grass with my shorts on, and it's a bit cooler in the grass. There's still a little bit of moisture here, so if they need to cool off they can have a lie down and find some shade and find some heavy patches of grass to roll in. That'll take the heat out of them, but for the time being we power on and we ask you to come with us on our little journey, on our little adventure. Have a little bit of fun. What's happening here? Ruby facing the wrong way from the pack. Following her nose. Stopping and checking again. Deciding it was nothing. Coming back to the team. Okay. Good girl, Ruby. Good girl. One of the reasons she's on the long line in the first place is for things like that. If whatever she was smelling was interesting enough to take her away from the pack, she unlikely would have came back. So it's frustrating because she doesn't get as much freedom. But here in this grass, it's probably chest height. And even if she was to go and wander into that and had a minute head start on me, it'd be very difficult to find her. Very difficult to find her, even with maybe 20-second head start. So keep going, guys. Come on. Keep going. I know, I'm not trying to kick you. I'm just trying to... Oh, 2 seconds, bud. Hang on. Stanley. Up you come. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. Back this way. Back up on me. Up you come. Don't worry, if you just keep coming, whatever's happened, I'll deal with it, bud, okay? There we go. Have you got your ball? Yeah. Oh, no, fine. I thought you were saying to one of our guys that they'd taken the ball, so... No. Do you mind keep going, just so we can keep going? Thank you. Thank you. Good. There we go. Well done. This t-shirt said, easily distracted by dogs. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? But there's one or two that just wouldn't have been happy in the company of that dog. Charlie. Stanley went and put on the lead. Chip, our little social convener, has gone and made friends. And I think Otis would have probably taken his ball. Are you coming, Otis? What's happening, bud? Good boy. Good boy. But yeah, we're just in a place like where we are just now. There's no need to pass on such a narrow bit if we can just move out the way and both of us go about our separate parts of life uninterrupted. I imagine we won't see many more people on our travels today, which is where you guys come in. I'll come to the comments in a second, but it can be a bit lonely up here on my own, which is why we kind of go live and just get a bit of companionship, and hopefully it's two-way and you're enjoying what you see. And on that note, let's catch up with what Frank's saying. Hey Stephen, hi Frank, how we doing? Looks hot. Get the water out. I know, Graham, it is stifling. It's only, my watch is telling me it is 17 degrees. I don't know if you guys will see that, but like yesterday was like 22 degrees, and this feels hotter than yesterday's 22. So I don't really get how weather works. I don't understand that. It's I mean, I am pouring with sweat. I don't know if I should show you or not. Like, I do this for a living. It's not like we're being caught out here. Nope, up here. Up we come. Up we come. Charlie. I know. Good puppies. Good puppies. It's like buses two's come along at once. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. Stu, one of mine's is a wee bit reactive, but he'll be fine. He's clamped to my leg here, so I know. How you doing? You all right? Good. Right, we'll keep moving. We'll see you soon. Yeah, I think it's to be like. Are you working tomorrow? It's like 26 or 27. Get the factor on, bud. Right, have a good one. Have a good one. Well done, you guys. That's weird. We never see people up here. We saw Struan yesterday though. Yeah, it's hot. Chance. Is it normally that hot around this time of the year? No. What are we in? We're in June. So it's the beginning of our summertime. And Scotland is a very temperamental sort of place. We could genuinely in June have hailstones and thunderstorms one day, pouring rain for a week, a heat wave for 2 days, and then back to windy hailstorm conditions. It's very temperamental. So for us to have such hot weather, and we've had it for about 4 or 5 weeks straight, more or less, it it's a bit zapping on the old puppers. So we're just going through Narnia. The winds I just spoke about, that's what's caused that little alcove bit. We've had it never used to be like that. It used to just be like this, and one of these trees is just cowped over in the wind. So what else is Frank saying? I'm good. You got 12 plus there. And raining cats and dogs. I would swap you right now, Frank. I would have that rain. I have to be honest. And Frank's right. Everyone give the stream a little like if you don't mind. How far are you from Dundee? Clark Keith or Keith Clark? We are... Dundee is north of Edinburgh. And in the car, it'd maybe take you about an hour's drive, sort of thing. So depends on which part of Dundee and depends on which part of Edinburgh you were leaving from. But if you're leaving from where we are just now, it'd probably take us about an hour to get into Dundee, I think. So we're not miles away, but an hour's drive is an hour's drive, you know. Certainly be hard work with the dogs in the van. Phil Gaming Jr., hi. Thanks for, you've been here a few times recently. Hi, how are we doing? How are you doing? I'm sure he thinks you're human. He can do what he wants, pal. I hope you don't. I feel like I've missed the thread there, Graham. Sorry. If you're responding in the chat to something I've said a few minutes ago, I've completely forgotten what we're talking about, so I'm so sorry. Nick, good morning. How are we doing? Nick, have you had a hard shift, have you? Wait, if you've just tuned in, get ready, guys. Get ready to scroll away. Look at this. I am pouring. I've had to like shave my hair and everything. It's hot work today. Honestly, it is. Whew. So I feel for you on those hills. And it's, Nick, it's only 17 here today. So I don't understand quite how 17 today is hotter than 22 was yesterday. If anyone can explain that to me, I'd be very, very happy to hear it. I'm just going to stop here. I'm just going to pan around. There's a couple down there with a border terrier. The border terrier's barking and sort of chasing the crows and stuff. Something we don't let these guys do. But sometimes border terriers can be either, so this is a border terrier and this is the border terrier. They can either be great in other people's company or they can be terrible in other people's company. So we're just going to squat down and just slow the pace down. I'm going to let them get ahead of us a little bit because he was coming up towards us, but he's gone away now. Melanie, good morning. Good morning. How are we? How are you doing, my dear? You doing all right? What's happening? The humidity. Yeah, I know, but it's like, it feels, I don't know what it is. Oh, look at these guys. This guy's so pale. I think he's used emulsion as sun factor. Can we see these two in the background running? Good on them, for a start. But the guy is white. He's as white as you are, bud. I don't know if he's got the body to be running tops off. I just don't think that's... I mean, he's got a great body. Don't get me wrong. That came across wrong. That came across very wrong. But he's a very fit young man. But he's very pale. Nick, you've got 28. Stop sending the laughing emojis. You're making me laugh. Whoever's doing that, stop it. I often don't get to see these very often, and every now and again when they pop up on the screen, because I'm kind of scanning around and I'll come to the comments every now and again, and so I possibly miss some of these from time to time, but certainly caught them that time. It made me chuckle. So, Nick going up to 28. God, 20 going up to 29. Okay, wow. I think I have to put a provision in place to say to my clients, in those kind of conditions, we maybe need to just, hang on, I am getting dragged. downhill. Look at this. This is full Una. I'm actually trying to put in the anchor right. I've got as much weight behind Ruby as I can put. Ruby, come on, sweetheart. Why are you dragging me? And it's interesting because none of these guys seem too fazed by whatever it is. Also, the way we've gone. Oh, Chip's there. Chip! I was about to say, Chip's gone a different way. Ruby, desperate to drag me here. That power, because she's what, maybe, I don't know, let's say for argument's sake she's 15 kilos. She's probably a bit more, say she's 18. She's, yeah, she's fairly pulling me down that hill, that's for sure. Incredible strength for such a little amount of weight. What are we talking, like 40 pounds maybe? If that's the way that you deal with dog weight. There's still huge tension on this line. I don't know what she's into or after, but the fact that none of the others are that fussed by it would suggest that it's something either really far away or really specific to her. And again, I think if I let her off the line, she's off into these bushes and we don't see her for hours. She's slackened off now. There we go. Frank's going to hit a Bammy 15 tomorrow. Happy midsummer, yeah. We're not quite there yet. We've still got another couple of... wait, it's the 21st, isn't it? A couple of days. Couple of days till, is that till the longest day, or is that something else? Melanie's got 31 today, so we all need to just shut up and just suck this up a little bit. Hey my dear, I'm getting away from way in the background. You won't see that, guys, but there's another dog walker behind us. Body language is just dipping a little bit. We're just slowing down a little bit. We need to maybe wrap this up, get them back into the van. Wow. Just these. I think we found what Ruby was after. She's rolling in something. You'd think I'd want to do something about that, right? But honestly, I'm just exhausted. Ruby, please stop. Oh, she did. She actually did. And there's nothing actually there. You know what it's probably been? I was going to say, it's maybe bird dropping. It's bird dropping. Do you see that? So if the birds have been eating something interesting, especially carnivorous, that's probably what she's smelling. It's kind of 3 times removed from the original product, you know, the live animal. Something's been caught by the birds and eaten. And the birds have basically done their business on the ground just randomly. And, you know, a day later we turn up and Ruby's like, oh, this is the best smell in the world. I cannot believe my luck. A tiny bird dropping. So. Frank, I'm not reading what you've just said out on the live. You're getting me banned, buddy. You're like, I don't know how much of my audience that would upset. Melanie's having 38 degrees next week, everyone. And we're mourning because it's 17. I just don't know how I would function as a human being. I think I would be a blubbery blob. A blubbery blob. And like Brits in particular, like we always go away to other countries to try and get that kind of heat and that level of sun on our time off, and so I cannot imagine. I mean, I've got the best job in the world, right? But imagine you had to like drive a lorry or work in an office or, you know, work in a bank or whatever it might be. Serve food, God, that work in a kitchen. Goodness me, I'm just thinking through of all the jobs that would be excruciating in that kind of temperature. Yeah, that's holiday weather where you're lying on the lounge and putting your feet up and not necessarily having to do anything that involves physical exertion or using the old grey matter. Just sitting there with a pina colada. I genuinely don't know why I said pina colada. It's not something I would drink, but it sounds like a nice holiday drink, doesn't it? Right, I think the deviation between dogs and pina coladas has brought me back to my senses. We should probably Nick is crying out for a holiday, and I'm talking myself into one right now. I'm talking myself into setting up camp right here, just letting the dogs do what they want, just sacking it all off for the day. I think that's what I'm going to do. I've had enough of this life. Come on, let's get the beers in, let's get the barbecue on. No, on a serious note though, I should probably come back into the room and just wrap up with the dogs a little bit. We're going to head back to the van now. They're going to get some water. I think I'm going to pour myself. They will drink some water, a little bit. Some of them won't drink any, would you believe? And any that they don't drink, I'm going to pour over myself and drive home soaking. Such is the uncomfortableness of this session. And if you want to see more of me moaning about the heat, if you want to hear, if your day isn't dreadful enough and you need someone's misery and pain to just be a bit worse than yours, come back tomorrow. We'll be on same time, roughly about 11 o'clock UK time for a little while, and you can hear all about me moaning and groaning, dealing with the dogs. And tomorrow, because it's to be so much hotter, we're going to have the public to deal with. Friday, yay! Everyone is going to take a half day, yay! Everyone's going to take a day off, yay! They're all going to be having barbecues, yay! And like if they have it here and then we don't see them, we'll probably smell a barbecue, to be fair, but if we didn't see them setting up but they had all the food out and then we turn up, it's like, oh hi, we're about to take £45 worth of food off of you in basic daylight robbery. These 7 masked dogs, unidentifiable just by their face, are going to rob you blind, and there's not much you can do about it, because if you try and stop them, they will honestly go crazy for a sausage. So there we go. There we go. So come back tomorrow is the point of that, and we can do it all over again. Right, from me and the team, thank you for everyone commenting. Thank you, Frank. Oh, who did we miss? Jeff, good morning. Jeff's also been here a few times before. Hi Jeff, how are we doing? Jeff, Melanie, Nick. Scrolling back up, who else has been on? You guys have dominated some of the chat here. Graham as well, a few others. Well, thank you for everyone for watching. If you've commented, obviously I can say your name. If not, I don't know who's been on. But me and the team, we're off to plan our next picnic robbery. And until that time, give us a little follow. Right, have a great day. Have a great Thursday. Stay cool, stay hydrated. Get the pina coladas in. See you tomorrow. Take care, bye-bye.